Howdy. Missing people. I feel like a lot of the kids and whatever other people that are missing, most likely, I think that there might be a possibility that aliens live under the ground. This is kind of getting mainstream already, but I still like to talk about it because I think about it a lot. It just runs through my mind and runs through my mind, and as you've already heard me talk about reptilians, I think, now don't believe anything I say. Don't believe nothing. But, now I know you've heard the saying, truth is stranger than fiction, right? Okay, you've heard that before, so I think a lot of the reptilians, not all of them, but a lot of them pretty much eat people. So I feel like they live under the ground. And I think they especially live under mountains, like Mount Shasta and just any big mountains. I forget the names of the mountains, okay? But they have secret military, top secret bases under mountains. And I think sometimes they do come up and snatch people up and eat them and use them as experiments and different things. And hybridizing, is that the word? Making hybrid people with them and using them as slaves. I guess they take most of them underground and keep them as the slaves down there. And then they probably rape them. No, maybe like slave them, rape them, eat them. I don't know what order, but I have a feeling that that's probably going on. And I think it could be possible that maybe like 12,000 years ago, roughly, that there might have been a solar flare. There might have been a solar flare that might have came close to the Earth or hit the Earth, and it might have caused a lot of radiation poisoning to the Earth. And I think that a lot of the reptilians, well, I don't know if they were people. Supposedly, the reptilians, now I thought they came from a different planet and then came to this planet, but supposedly they originated on this planet and then went to another planet and then came back to this planet. But I'll get back with you. And when they came back to this planet, they fled under the ground because they didn't want to be in the sun, because the sun had just fucked them up and made them all mutated and stuff. So when they came back, they also wanted to hibernize us and create us to mine gold for them so they could bring it back to the other planet, because the other planet, the atmosphere was being destroyed, and I think they might have been taking the gold and shooting it into the atmosphere, like making it micro, like a powder, and shooting up there to reflect the radiation of the sun to help their planet. And I think that's probably why we'd be using gold so much. Not because it's just pretty and shiny. It's because they want that shit. And we're probably giving it to them by the lots of pounds. So much pounds of gold to them. And there's this one race that is called the Darrow. And they have these really long noses that come down, like an elephant nose. And supposedly they're one of the alien races that they also got the radiation poisoning from the sun, and they also fled under the ground. And there's also one called the Tarot. Supposedly they're like the good aliens, along with the Arcturians and the Pleiadians and the Carians, and there's some other ones, but I kind of forget their names right now. So I'll come back to you with something else when I think of it. I also feel like the reptilians, they feed off of negative energy. It's like a drug. It's like they get high off of that energy. Especially from a baby, if they kill it and eat it while it's alive, they get off on that. But if you see one, depending on what they do, if you see one, now if they're coming at you and they're trying to eat you, if you have a gun, shoot that motherfucker. But if they're just looking at you and they're not doing anything, they're just looking at you, don't freak out. Don't run away. Because they're way bigger, way stronger, way faster than you. Just chill there. If they're chilling, you chill. And try not to be scared of them if they're not harming you. Because they might want to talk to you. They can speak their language, and most of them can speak English. So, I don't know if it's a good idea to say hello. Maybe. I don't know. I hope I don't come in to that situation. But I would not want to camp outside in the middle of nowhere. Oh, fuck no way would I want to do that. Because there's some freaky shit out there. But I think one reason why they don't really like humans that much, they're jealous because we're not as ugly looking and scary as them. They get mad, like if we run away. Like, could you just put yourself in maybe their thought of, could you just imagine if somebody looked at you and they ran away, like, ah, you would be mad. And you would feel like shit. And that would piss anybody off. So unless they're trying to attack you and eat you, just be calm. Because they can sense the way you feel. They can sense your thoughts. They're highly telepathic. So try, like if I see one, if it's not trying to eat me, then I'm just gonna try my best, even though it probably won't work, but I'm gonna try my best to stay calm. Maybe say hello. I'll try to be friendly. If they're friendly, I'll try to be friendly. But I'm not gonna try to be that scared because I have been doing research about them ever since I was probably about 17 or 18, and now I'm 27. So if I see them, I really shouldn't be all that surprised. It's not that surprising because they're coming up out of the ground and snatching people up, but not all of them are evil. So just because some of them are doesn't mean they all are. Just like with people, just because some people are fucked up and mean doesn't mean all people are. You just gotta give them a chance if they give you a chance. So, I feel like, now I don't like Hitler. I do not know, no way, or the Nazis, but I feel like maybe there's a possibility they could have, some of them, like some of the scientists or something, they could have fled inside of the earth, because I kind of have a feeling that maybe the hollow earth theory might be real, that the North and South poles might have these openings that are a couple miles long, and I think that Admiral Byard, or however you pronounce it, I feel like he might have actually flown inside of the earth, and he might have met the Pleiadians, because it said somewhere he met these tall, blonde beings, and they were nice to him. They talked to him calmly, and showed them their house, and showed them some things, and supposedly when his plane landed, his engine turned off, and they controlled his plane. It was almost like it magnetically, like they lowered the plane with some type of magnetic ability. And supposedly, you know, his engine shut off, and then they like lifted him back up, I think, and his engine started working again just fine. But I think when what was that called? The Area 51 crash? I think that maybe there could have been another UFO that crashed before the other one, possibly, but I'm not for sure. Supposedly they came down to this planet because they were trying to just take notes on the planet, like what the people, like a count, like inventory, like they were just seeing what was around and stuff to tell back to their planet. But I think there was a breach in there. I think some of them might have like a type of, like a cloaking ability. Supposedly there's this starship called Athena that's supposed to be one of the most powerful starships in the entire galaxy. And supposedly, I don't know if it sits between Mars and Jupiter. I can't remember what planets it sits between, but supposedly it sits there, and it's supposed to be a guard and protect the Earth against an invasion, like maybe an invasion from the reptilians. And supposedly that starship Athena it's cloaked to where you can't see it, but it's like in another dimension. And supposedly that ship is powered by these blue crystals. And I would really like to learn more about those blue crystals. And hopefully one day I can get some crystals and do some meditating with them and put them under my pillow. Because supposedly if you meditate with crystals and you could put them underwater and cleanse out the negative energy, and then you meditate with it and you like rub your hands on it and stuff, and it's like you charge it up with your positive energy. And then when you charge it up, then you can project the power out how you want to. And then I want to take like a lapis lazuli crystal and charge it and maybe put it under my pillow and see if maybe it can give me some interesting dreams. Supposedly, if you look at a picture right before you go to bed, supposedly you can, if you look at a picture before you go to bed, it'll make you see the dream of that picture. So I wish I had like a really cool picture of something that I like, and I would probably take some melatonin and take the crystal and put it under my pillow and maybe have some kind of awesome dream. That would be really cool. Yeah. What else is something random that I could just talk about? I'll come back to you here in a minute, okay? Yeah. Oh, man. And I also can't wait to try some Ormus, because that's supposed to be like the energy, like the life force of everything. And I want to get some more of that monatomic gold. That's supposed to be pretty helpful. And yeah, I'll see you guys later. Oh, and I really like that stone. Bye, y'all.